Okay, Wednesday the 10th, we are on full body. We have a ladder. So it's 2 to 24. And our two exercises are weighted sumo squat and Supermans. And then part 2 is donkey kicks 4 reps. Okay, so I'm going to go over the exercises and then I'll explain the structure after. So weighted sumo squat, you can hold the weight however you want. I usually hold it between my legs when I do weighted sumo. And then our in-between exercise is the Superman. And then part 2 is donkey kicks. And then you switch sides, 4 reps. Okay, so the way that your ladder structure works is, it says 2 to 24. So whatever number is starting the ladder is the amount of increments that you're increasing by. So because it's 2 to 24, I know I'm going up by 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, up to 24. Okay, that's how your ladder works. So the way that the exercises work within the ladder is your weighted sumo squats are increasing by 2. So 2 sumo squats, 4 sumo squats, 6 sumo squats, 8 sumo squats, up to 24. Your 10 Supermans between each rung, which is between each time you go up by 2, stays the same. It's always 10. So I'm going to give you a quick showing of what it will look like. So pretend I have my weight. 1, 2. I'm going to drop to the ground and I'm going to hit 10 Supermans. And I'm going to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit the ground. 10 Supermans. Now I'm on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit the ground, 10 Supermans. So your sumo squat is the variable that keeps changing. Your Supermans always stay at 10, okay? So you do your squats, hit 10 Supermans. Then the next number of squats, Superman, next number of squats, Superman. So Supermans go in between each time you increase your squats by 2, okay? So your weighted sumo. So your weighted sumo means open legs and your feet are turned outward, okay? So everything is open and turned out. This makes the focus shift from the front of your legs to the inside of your legs. So when you go down in your sumo, you should feel it pull within here. Again, you don't have to use weight, but I recommend using the weight. I usually hold it in between my legs and go up and down like this, okay? Your Superman, and you can do this as tap and go or full squat or full sit if you need to use your chair. Superman is legs and arms outstretched. Lift both at the same time so you're balancing on your stomach. Down, up, down, up, down. So just for an FYI, doing the Supermans might actually hurt your back because it is a full back of the body exercise, which you never do in real life. So if you're doing it and you feel it in your back, that's fine. Like if it feels a little bit sore, that's fine. If it feels like sore the next day or 2 days later, and you're like, what the heck did I do to my lower back? It's probably those. So as long as it's not like a painful where like you can't continue, you are most likely gonna feel it because it's being stretched. Because if you just, especially if you sit like at a desk like I do, or you just don't, in general, most people don't do a lot of back of the body exercises. So it's normal for you to really feel that in your lower back. So that continues. If you can't go to 24, just go to whatever you can. If you get to 24 and you're like, I feel excellent, you can either start to go back down the ladder or you can go even higher. I mean, the problem is you don't want to go too high because if you're doing, depending on what weight you're using, if you're using a heavier weight, you're probably going to have to stop and break up your sumo squats once you get much higher. So you probably don't want to do that. But you can always go back. You could do like a 2 to 20, 20 to 2 instead, something like that, where you would go up the ladder, then you go back down the ladder. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. And then part 2 is donkey kicks 4 reps. So again, you're going to pick how many you want to do, between 60 and 100, and you do that number per leg. So donkey kick, you're on your hands and knees, and you're going to lift your leg as is. So bent, lift it up, act as though you're kicking your heel through the ceiling, push the ceiling with your heel, That is your donkey kick, okay? So some people like to do it more fluid looking. My only issue with that is you're not hitting the contraction at the top, so you're not fully contracting your butt. If I'm gonna do it not like this, I do it like this. I put my leg out to the side, it's straight, and I lift up straight, okay? So that I can feel more, but that also, for me, shifts the weight a little bit to the side versus right at the top of your butt. So you can do it how you want. You just wanna make sure that you're not overarching your back or that it's not hurting your back in any way. It should not hurt your back. You wanna make sure you feel your butt contract, okay? So when I do, like I did just now, I can feel it contracting, okay? If I'm just willy-nilly kicking my leg, it's not really fully, it's using my butt muscle, but it's not fully contracting. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, so that's Wednesday the 10th.